So after we created this new image property here, so we need to load this symbol property, the data, into our database. So make sure you're in the root folder and python manage.py load data, which we did last episode, and of course the name, and yeah, and still 3 objects from 1. So yeah, let's see if it's already in the database. Let's go here, our database. Make sure you have create a user here, and see here, I did it once before, so let's delete the 3 extra one. Yeah, so yeah, looking good. So right now we have a URL, everything, and it's ready for the front end. So now let's go to our front end right here. Let's unfold this, and under the source here, let's create a property folder here. Let's make it bigger. Properties, yeah. And under the properties, let's create a components, and under here, because we're gonna display all the properties, so we create a component called property list. Yeah, you can name something else, but I prefer go property list right here. So now let's start creating it here. So let's start from the importing first. Let's see. So we're gonna import the user use effect, and also use state, and I also need some UI component from React-Bootstrap and button container. So from React-Bootstrap with more. We need a row, we need a colon, we need a snipe, alert. Okay. So now let's create the component property list. And also make sure to export. Forgot to export last time. Property list. Yeah, let's start building this right here. So let's see, first thing first. First, we need to create a states for all the variables, to hold all the variables. So let's create a states first. So first thing will be the properties, and the set properties. That would be an array. Let's copy right here. What we need next, we need a loading, set loading. The default will be true. The error. and the default will be none. And last but not least, we need navigate. I don't think we import it. Import the use navigate from React. Yeah, right here. Right here. What's going on here? Okay, so looking good. So next we need create the calling, the API call. So we need to make sure that, okay, so we use fetch. The URL is http 3.1 8000. That's our Django URL here, and properties \, then let's create here, and we have a response from here. Supposedly got a response here, and if response okay, we throw error, new error, failed to fetch. I really have a hard time to spell this. Properties. Okay, top. And otherwise, we just return response.json. X1, then the data. So this data just simply means let's create the callback first. Then this data means the response. We just got it from the previous steps. Set property equal the data, and set loading equal false, and that next catch the callback here, another callback error. If we have error here, we just set the error message, set error that message. Looking good. Then I think that's, no, we have to also set loading also equal false. Okay, and last but not least, the dependency list, let's keep it empty, and let's keep going here, and we need to create the handler for the view detail, because we need later on we need the details, the ID, goes here, navigate, / properties. We haven't created this view yet, but we're gonna do in our property next videos for this, the ID, because when we click, basically for this is when we click the each ID for each property, we're gonna navigate to the detail. And we here, we'll also create a if loading. If loading is true, we return a container project here. Spanner. Spanner is animation bordered. Yeah, there's some verification you can always, let me see. Here. And also class name, text, center. Okay, next. If there's an error, we'll also need return something. Pretty much this thing right here. We copy here. Copy the loader here. And we use the alert and variant. Danger. And we use the now we display the error message error here. Okay, looking good. Let me see what's going on here. Turn this container alert. Oh, here. Okay, looking good. And next, let's return all the properties here. Return. Let's start with the container first. Start with the container and class name. So we're gonna create some space between each element. So then create the row, and from here inside the row, we're gonna loop through the properties.map. Properties here. And we're gonna use the colon. Property, each property. Sorry about that. This should be property dot id md equal 4. So this is a cart, and we're gonna use cart image dot img. I don't think they have the, yeah, just one variant top, so the image will be on top, and source. Source will be the property.image, the URL we just created earlier, and also the property.title. This will be the name for the image, and car.body here. So in here we're gonna, so this part, this car image will show the image. So now we're gonna show the title, location, and also the price, etc. So the car title, 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 and what we need next with a car text. Description. Next, what's next? We also need it for the card tags. We need the price. We use a strong tag. Per price per night. Property dot price per night right here. So next, we need next. We need location, pretty much like this. Location. Location. Last but not least, we need the status. Status. Let's say there's some space here. And for this one is if the property that available let me make sure the spell is right. Available, and we show if is available, we show available. Otherwise, not available. Okay. And last but not least, we need a button. This button should be next. The button. Variant. Primary. So the color will be primary. And next on click. Remember earlier we create the right here. We need this one. We need to use this. And the property ID. Use the property dot ID. Okay, looking good. So for the text, we'll just say view details. Yeah, I think that's bit. That's for our. So now we need a. So we now need to put this. Yeah, property in here. Import property list, and just copy here. Property list. Now we just create this property list, and also we put in here. Then now let's start the server for the front end. Then we'll see how it look. Okay, this will be the property list page, also our home page. So as you can see, we got all the data, the information from the backend, and display here the name, the title, the image, and also the description, the price, everything. And also here, when we click this button right here, do you see the URL here? Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but right here you can see the ID, and that's for our next videos. And because we're gonna create when you click here, you can see in this page, you can see the detail right here. But that's it for this page, where we show all the properties from the backend in the React. See you in the next video.